Good morning and welcome to the 8:15 Daily Operations Weather Brief. We're currently seeing some cloudy skies out there this morning with light winds and generally increasing winds throughout the day, with our daily high practically have been being reached at this time. And then throughout the day, we'll see some lingering showers earlier on, and those rain chances do look to progressively diminish throughout the day as we move through the working hours and out of the morning hours into the afternoon, with our winds also expected to be gradually increasing during that time into tomorrow morning, of which the chance of a wind advisory does look to be progressively increasing and looking to be more likely at this time. And in those overnight hours, we will see a brief lull in those gusts, in which will come down, and our overnight temperatures do look to drop to the near freezing level, if not below freezing tonight, which will also see a slight chance of some scattered rain, or given the temperatures, even some snowflakes mixing in those early overnight hours, although chances do look rather low at this time. This morning's surface analysis does show that overnight cold front that moved through yesterday evening has now pushed offshore, and we have seen some cooler northwesterly air settle in behind, with a few light showers lingering in the area, largely offshore at this moment as they continue to push off that way to the east, and we will see some skies clearing, or the skies clearing from west to east throughout the day, in which we can also anticipate a much cooler, breezier day as that main upper level trough moves through the evening and into tonight. And we'll also see some colder air aloft with some mid-level moisture bring in those chances for those spotty showers and light precipitation, although it does look like there will be some drier air towards the surface, so that precip will likely evaporate before reaching the ground, and if anything does reach the surface, we'll see a brief rain shower with, as mentioned earlier, maybe a couple of flakes mixed in late tonight and in the early hours of tomorrow morning. And then looking ahead, we'll see some high pressure bring in drier weather for Tuesday and into Wednesday, with Tuesday staying cold and breezy with highs in the 40s, and Tuesday night being not as cold with a strengthening southwesterly breeze, and we'll see that Wednesday turn a bit more mild with our highs climbing into the 50s in the short term. Looking at our current weather observations out on the field this morning, we do have some clouds at various levels. We have a few at 3,500, we have a broken layer at 4,500, and an overcast layer at 6,000 with unrestricted visibility at this time. Northwesterly winds at about 10 knots, and temperatures coming in around 50 degrees and progressively dropping throughout the day, although they do look to waver for a couple hours around this threshold right here. And then the relative humidity is sitting at 80%. Looking at this morning's satellite imagery, we can see the cloud cover associated with those lingering showers, and we can see that they are progressively pushing eastward, with those clearing skies seen off to the west. So we'll get that those conditions start building in over the next 4 hours or so. 4 to 6 hours, we'll start to see those skies clearing, and then we can see some cloud cover associated with some precip that the mainland is starting to experience throughout the day today, and that will be what is bringing us those chances for some spotty showers in the early overnight hours tomorrow. So looking at the model run of this morning, this is a high resolution model looped for 24 hours, and we can see here those rain showers leaving and pushing offshore, and then right about now we see those overnight spotty showers move through the area, which we will see. We will have to see whether any of that reaches the ground, but the chances of precip do remain low, with a bit higher chance looking further south. as we move through the day today and overnight hours. Now, for our 24-hour risk chart here, we are anticipating those cloudy conditions breaking up throughout the working day today, and then building in slightly in those early overnight hours with those showers. Winds do look to increase in the early hours, find a brief lull in those gusts in the early overnight hours, and then pick up as we move through the morning tomorrow into the afternoon, in which we do anticipate a wind advisory coming into effect tomorrow. Most of the models were showing gusts above that criteria. And for our temperatures today, we are basically at that high as mentioned earlier, and we'll see temperatures generally decreasing with time to about near freezing, if not below freezing tonight, and we will have a cool day tomorrow. And for our rain chances, those rain chances early are diminishing as we speak, and then we'll see them build in later tonight and into early tomorrow. Looking at the short-term risk chart for the next 2 days, on Tuesday we can anticipate partly cloudy conditions and windy weather and a high of 46. Tuesday night, partly to mostly cloudy and breezy with a low of 39, and Wednesday, partly cloudy and windy and a high of 57 as those temperatures start to build back in. So definitely some color on the board for risks associated with the chance of a wind advisory over the next 2 days or so. And that is going to conclude the daily weather operations brief. We'll be back at 10 o'clock with the 7-day outlook.